Live from Dayton, Ohio, your number one podcast on the internet. You have BC, you have Rick. We are the Two Average Fantasy Football Guys. This is taped in front of a live studio audience.
Well, let's see this top 10 list, bro.
There we go. Okay, we're closing this out for the year. And I got more bad news from my boy Rick here. You know, one, he let the trophy slip out of his hands in our league. And I came through on the quarterbacks and took over the lead.
Well, I got Dak here, too.
God darn it.
It's not as bad as it looks.
We need someone to help us. Bad. Yeah, you got Dak. So you got 3. You got 45, but I still win.
You'll see Brian's trying to squeak in a couple points here and there on us.
That's the thrill of doing it yourself. You know, you get to take
Brian
advantage.
works really hard on this. Just want everybody to know.
But I did have a good week in quarterbacks. I picked 6 correctly. I didn't need no bonus points. As the experts, they got a bonus points, but they did pretty good too. But I mean, your list was pretty good. Who was gonna pick Malik Willis to be in the top 10?
I didn't even know he was number 3. Wow.
And Drake May was number 2 if it wasn't for Brock Purdy having back-to-back. He was back-to-back number 1 quarterback the last 2 weeks. Who would have thought that?
Not me.
And then your boy that you just had a little segment on, Tyler. He's up there at number 6. And your boy from the Giants, Jackson Dart. I was surprised Josh Allen made the top 10 with such a sloppy game in Philadelphia, but
That's 2. So I actually got 4 points, and I'm only 1 behind Brian on this. But he got me on this one. Congrats, Brian. And the most important thing is we beat the experts. And, you know, the experts, they don't have anybody crazy up there.
I'm gonna change out my chair.
Like, you know, there is really nobody crazy on this list like you would see on a receiver or running back list. But, you know, we got them for the year. So remember that. We always put our numbers up against the experts, whoever they may be.
We ain't scared of nobody.
So congratulations on the win for the year, Brian.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We did a good job.
Squeaked it out.
I actually want to say that I enjoyed this, man. Doing the top 10.
Yeah,
it's almost like a side thing that we can do fantasy wise, man. I'm always looking to do little competitions with our friends, obviously for money.
It's no fun if there's no money.
Yeah, I mean this was fun to do.
So what do you got at the running back position?
As soon as I find my cursor, I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. I still don't know where it's at. I just got lucky. Running back, I suck.
So did I. Let me double check your list here, bro.
I know. But no, I mean, look at this list, though, man. We got Zach Charbonnet from the Seattle. Ramon Stevenson, we kind of figured that would happen, but Chakori Krosky Merritt from Washington, who was he on anybody's top 10 list?
They don't give him the ball enough.
No.
They always try to give Rodriguez the ball.
And there's another dude there, too, isn't there?
Yeah, McNichols.
McNichols, yeah.
And he's good, but he was just, you know,
so
Krosky Merritt's their best. They need to concentrate.
He's their home run hitter.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think he had a long touchdown. They actually benched him for Rodriguez, so I took advantage of that for a while.
Yeah.
And then we talked about earlier, Breece Hall was in the top 10. I mean, he plays for the Jets, one of the worst teams in the league. Well, they're all the way back here. They're only ahead of the Raiders. But I mean, overall, this running back is the hardest one to pick.
Yeah.
I mean,
fell a little short to the experts on the running back position, guys. We apologize. We will not let that happen again. But looks like I did squeak a win out over Brian for the year.
Yep.
So he got the quarterbacks. I got the running backs. It's 1-1. There's 4 total categories. We'll see what the wide receivers bring us.
All right. Where are you at? Oh, I still edit this out.
Wrong one. God calm down. Eat some free pizza over there. More like it. We're back. With the wide receiver rankings. Hush.
There we go. We'll just do it like this for the rest of it.
All right, wide receivers. Gosh dang, we fell short again to the experts. What the heck? 35, 31, 25. Brian struggled in this area a little bit.
Very, very much so.
Brian's got a big heart. He's always going for those out-of-the-box guys like Brian Thomas Jr. What the heck, Brian?
We
Have we not talked enough about him?
It was autocorrect. It was Parker Washington. And it autocorrected.
Oh, okay. I believe you.
And I thought Mike Evans, if we were doing one next week, I'd definitely have Mike Evans on there because he can still get 1,000 yards.
No way.
Yeah, I read something about it.
400 yards.
Yeah.
Well, I got 3 points. You got 2 points. We had some weird top teners last week. We had Jaden Higgins, which I think he will be good next year. So keep an eye on him.
Yep.
Stephon Diggs. Maybe his last time showing up on this list for the Patriots.
Yeah, he was there last week, too.
Chris Godwin, he made the list over Evans, so that will happen on occasion, with those two. Luther Burden, you want to talk about Buster Boom. That guy's Buster Boom, but I guess Roman Dunze was out. DJ Moore play? He must have played. But he got banged up. He got a little pulled groin or something, but I think he's going to be good for the playoffs. The Bears are kind of limping into the playoffs, so if you're a Bears fan, good luck. I still think you're a pretty good team. The defense is playing better than they have been in the past. So
without a doubt. But they're a good balanced team, too.
Chris Olave on the list, Jamar Chase, obviously. But other than that, it was a weird week for receivers.
I can't believe I didn't pick Olave, too, man.
Wan'Dale Robinson, the king of the 5-yard hook.
But he made the top 10.
But I if you watched last week, I said pick up Parker Washington, and if you did, hopefully he helped you win a championship.
Yep.
Because
there he is, top 10.
10 targets in 2 straight games. I mean, he's probably his number one target, Trevor Lawrence's. So if you're in the fantasy playoffs, I will not say nothing.
Tight ends.
All right.
No surprise, Trey McBride was the number 1 tight end, obviously going against the Bengals, who broke the record for allowing yardage from tight ends this year by far. I think they gave up like 1,500 yards against 2 tight ends this year. But we really didn't do that good of a job. Since we did pick Trey McBride, you automatically get 3 points for picking the top dog. That's not hard to do. Juwan Johnson that we've talked about. So Rick was able to get an extra bonus point there, but usually we have a lot more color on this graph.
But we waxed it up with the experts, Brian.
But this is what we were talking about earlier, where Rick and I have to bust this out. Look, he's got Brock Bowers. I got Brock Bowers. He's got George Kittle. I think I have George Kittle somewhere. No, I don't. But you have to make decisions real quick. So those are 2 spots that you automatically. And if you look at number 3, Jack Tongues is who? George Kittle's backup.
Yep.
Michael Meyer, who? George Kittle backup. Then I found myself. You see number 4, Greg Dulcich.
You've called his name the past couple weeks.
I know. I've been, and I'm the week too early guy is what I am.
He's for the Arizona.
No,
Cardinals.
he's a Dolphins.
Oh, okay. I think he might have been on the Giants roster earlier in the year, and then they let him go.
Yeah. Final
cuts.
And I mentioned the guy from Tennessee, Okuna.
They call him something.
They call him Chig.
But so we do have a little misprint on here. I did mess up, right? AJ Barner, Rick picked him in the right spot, so he gets a bonus point. That means we tied. We tied. So I got you in quarterback. You got me running back, wide receiver, and then we tied.
And then we waxed up the experts
yeah.
here. So the experts got us in
running back and wide receiver, and we got him in quarterback and tight end.
So next year we'll do better.
So that's pretty good. We should be getting paid to do this then.
Greg Dulcich did start the year on the Giants, and they cut him. Lets you know how much they suck. Let's hope a good coach comes in. So the Bengals going to keep their coach?
Yeah, they ain't getting rid of him.
They ain't getting rid of him?
They signed a backdoor underneath the carpet contract extension for him a couple years ago or 2 years ago. And they extended him for 5 years. But they originally extended him for 5 years, and then they came back the next year and extended him again. So he's on contract for the next couple years. They're not going to get rid of him. The Bengals do not waste money.
Well, let's hear
in that sense.
Your end of season Bengals recap, and I'll give you my end of season Giants recap.
Okay. Well, I mean, once you lose Joe Burrow, I mean, it's the whole team's different. And the Bengals thought that they had a backup plan with Jake Browning, who's got that very hot girlfriend. If you ever see her on social media, she wears.
They all have them, right?
True, but some of them kind of show a little bit more than the normal ones.
He met her after high school. He met after he's at the NFL.
But he was a failure this year. The last time Burrow got hurt, he came in and lit it up. So then they went and got Joe Flacco, and they actually lit up, but their defense just sucked. Defense, the worst defense in the league by far. However, they started piecing things together and understand maybe the system. They got Al Gordon from Notre Dame. He actually used to be the linebackers coach for the Bengals before he left. He had the number one defense in college. So, I guess you have to give a little grace to let that kind of system take place. But I was very disappointed this year in the Bengals, but you can also point to some silver linings or some things to look forward to next year.
Yeah, what do you see in 26 for them?
For 26, I see they're all, with the mindset Joe Burrow does not get hurt. I see the offense just going off. We talked about Chase Brown. He's going to, if that happens, Chase Brown is a top 5 running back in fantasy football. I mean, and if you look at the way that the Bengals use a running back, they allow him to be a workhorse, and they brought in Samaje Perine to kind of like give those dirty yards.
You got to have a second running back.
But they don't like play the high hand. It's Chase Brown's team. Yeah. So offense wise, they're going to light it on fire, and if they can just figure out this defense, hopefully they spend a lot of money in free agency,
hit on a couple picks,
finally, and please, for the love of God, do not do another. They're going to be in the top 10 picks. Do not be a, what do you call that? Like a work case or a player that needs development.
Oh yeah. No, like the potential.
Yeah,
don't draft based off potential.
Exactly. Let's draft some guy that you can just right away.
Yes.
Right away, throw in there, and he hopefully. They draft Caleb Downs if he's there. Safety at Ohio State.
And Bengals are known to draft for potential and not necessarily proven, stats at the college level.
Yeah.
So what do you think their record will be next year? Stay healthy.
If they stay healthy, they're winning the division. They're going on a deep playoff run. I mean, so I would give them. I already looked at their schedule next year. They play. They're lined up with the Chiefs since the Chiefs are in third.
Right.
Their schedule's going to be pretty hard next year. But they're going to get double-digit wins, long playoff run. I'm not going to predict Super Bowl because that's just crazy. But
that's a good outlook, Brian.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's looking good for them.
A very good outlook. For me, for the Giants, I think we get Cam Scatterboo back. Tyrone Tracy is not bad. I mean, is he an All-Pro? No. Is he an all?
Good compliment to
Pro Bowler? No, but I think he's good. I mean, he's not horrible. He was a
Thunder Lightning the Giants used to have with Tiki Barber and Ron Dane.
It'd be more like Thunder and Static. I don't think he's quite lightning, but I think you have Jackson Dart, who, if we get the right head coach in, we cannot get another 5'6", 310-pound coach. We need to get a guy who knows football, a guy that played football, a young guy. I think there's a lot of talk Lou Amarillo coming to the Giants.
He was originally from the Giants.
Was he?
The Bengals got him he was the Giants defense coordinator.
Oh, okay, you're teaching me. I had no clue. But I hope they take a young guy. They're talking somebody from the Rams staff. But I think Ashula. Is there Ashula on the Rams staff?
Yeah, I've heard his name.
So I think our offensive line was much improved. Brian Thomas was healthy for the most of the year. If we have a number one pick, maybe number 2 pick, I hope we trade it to the Jets for 2 first-rounders. Then we can solidify our offensive line and our defensive backfield. Our defensive line, I think, is good. It underperformed this year. You had Andre Carter, high pick. He started playing well at the end of the season. Brian Burns had 20 sacks. I mean, he's a baller. He's a baller. Dexter Lawrence gets triple teamed, which helps everybody. He didn't have the huge year, but we got a Coro at linebacker. We just need some defensive back help. I think I have a good outlook on the Giants with the right coach. I think they can do a Patriots or a Bears turnaround because they have the talent, they have the quarterback. I think if they do get 2 first-round picks, we get Malik Neighbors back. Wandale Robinson had a heck of a year.
Yeah.
Slayton's probably on his way out. He just doesn't do enough.
Got to have a lot of cap space too, I would imagine.
They don't, unfortunately.
They don't?
No.
Where's it tied up into the defense?
Yeah, a lot of it's in defense and, most of it. I think the Giants had the second highest defensive cap behind Pittsburgh. So I know our defensive line cap is right up there with the most, but a couple players, it was a good draft and the right coach, keeping healthy, Jackson Dart healthy, making them slide. I think, we have a good shot of making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Our division, the Eagles, wow, they're Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde there.
I know.
But then they kept Buffalo scoreless going into the fourth quarter last week. So the Eagles are always going to be formidable. I'm not really too worried about the Cowboys or the Commanders. So I think we can make the playoffs next year with a couple right choices. Joe Schoen, do not suck like you have in the past. Make it another good draft, and I think we're right there. And the right hire at coach. I'm looking forward to next year.
Could we possibly see a Super Bowl between these two teams?
Well, how about if we do, we go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah, we would definitely go to it.
I mean, I don't know if we can afford to get tickets unless, you guys want to help us on some cash, so GoFundMe or something. But we'll go at least go hang out.
Oh, yeah.
And hang outside the stadium.
Yeah, we'll just watch it on a TV.
Maybe interview some of the folks, put it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I'm looking forward to the next year for the Giants. I was very happy this year with fantasy. I got some money back.
Yeah.
So it was a stretch. But
Luna.
All in all, congratulations on 3rd place, Brian.
Oh, no. Congratulations on 2nd.
We're going to get them next year, 1 and 2. We'll
1 and 2.
Starts,
get our name back on that trophy.
Yeah. Randy, we're coming for you. I know the 69ers.
Well,
Randy's not good push.
He's not going to win it for another 15 years.
Yeah,
so we don't have to worry about it.
Don't have to worry about that. The 69ers are going to make a push. The Untouchables, I have no doubt. It's their time. I mean, they haven't won one yet, have they?
He's close.
So
Dan won our inaugural back in 2002. Hasn't
since then?
Hasn't won since.
Well, he beat me twice this year, so I know he's capable of it. And I got to give it to Dan. I think he made the most free agent pickups, and his team consists mostly of free agents, and he ended up 4th. He came up from down and made he won a bunch at the end. I know that.
It would be fun to break down his team, how he had to construct it, because he drafted Jamar Chase and then Drake London.
Not bad.
So, I mean, he kept those 2 players, but I think everybody else was, you'd have to go further down his draft picks because Drake London was hurt at the end of the year, and Jamar Chase wasn't hurt, but obviously production went down for a couple weeks.
Well, then he took Josh Allen. So the first 3 picks, Dan, come on. Must have sucked afterwards. I don't know.
He traded Drake May.
That's right, because then he took James Conner in the 4th round. Bet you regret that one. I'm sure you do.
He's gone.
And then DeAndre Swift. That was a good one, but he traded him. Yeah, he traded him. And then he took Tyrone Tracy, which he dropped, I'm sure.
Yeah.
At some point.
I mean, these running backs
Travis
are so
Hunter.
up and down.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter looked pretty good until he could have been on our, someone we're looking forward to next year to see him in a full year.
I agree. I picked him up late until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler, Jacoby Myers, so
Jacoby.
Rashid White, Khalil Shakur, who had a disappointing year. I definitely expected more out of Khalil Shakur. But you'll get him next year, Dan. I have no doubt. You'll end up third next year. So we're going to do a fantasy playoff. What do you think?
Yeah. I think we'll send a text out and then see what everybody wants to do. But I think we're going to come back maybe next week. Maybe,
We'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, we want to, if you guys do fantasy football leagues or fantasy playoff fantasy leagues, I guess, however you put it, how would you do it? I think our league allows us to do like a free one that they'll keep track of everything and gives you a couple options, like either draft and that guy stays for the whole playoffs, or you redraft. There's some options. I don't know.
So give us your opinions. What if you do a playoff? Do you draft and then keep the players all playoffs, or do you redraft every week? Give us some pointers there. But
all right. Well,
look forward to us on Twitter next year. Not Twitter, sorry. TikTok. Little 1.5 minute little clips, and we appreciate your support. Please click and share. We can't do it without you guys, and you guys keep us going. You're our motivation. You're our fuel. So please watch and give us your feedback. So thank you very much for a good 2026, Brian. And all you out there.
This has been fun. I appreciate it. You guys are all dismissed now. Thank you.
Single file line, no.
Don't rush to the exits. There's only one exit.
And everybody, you have a great New Year's, and stay safe out there.
All right. We'll see you next time. This is Two Average Fantasy Football Guys signing out.